All right, let's now cut across to Siddharth, who's joining us with more details on that story. Siddharth, what grounds has the BCCI stated for disqualifying Sahara?
Well, it's basically become very, very clear that it's all about personal egos in the BCCI, because if you take a look at the numbers, Maha, it's a massive, massive loss, because this deal stretches over 4 years and the Indian team during that time will play at least 160 matches. That's the minimum number that they'll play. 160 into 40, you can just think of the kind of loss that the BCCI is sustaining, and it's been done. Well, the official reason that's been given to Sahara, as we understand as of now, is that it's because of that dispute that's going on between the BCCI and Sahara over the IPL issue, the Pune franchise, of which Sahara pulled the plug on after BCCI encashed their bank guarantee. That is the reason that's been given, but you have to admit that given that the BCCI is going to sustain a loss of over 40 lakh rupees per game for the next 4 years, that is till 2017. There has to be something more to it than meets the eye, and what meets the eye is that the bid's been won by Star and not by Sahara. Star had bid about 1.92 crore rupees per game. Sahara, what we know, had bid 2.34 crores per game, and Sahara, you have to remember, were paying 3.34 crores per game in this current contract, which ends in December this year.
Siddharth, is there no one questioning the fact that the BCCI is willing to let go of an offer that was much higher than the one they've chosen, that is Star?
Well, I believe there was a heated confrontation between the Sahara people who'd gone for the bid and the BCCI administrators who were there in the meeting. But that's all that is possible, because it is the BCCI's discretion to do what it wants to do. And there is a technical clause that anybody in a legal dispute with the board could be disqualified. The BCCI has cited that to disqualify Sahara. As for the money, well, we've always seen that it's about personal egos with this regime rather than the money that's coming in.
Siddharth, also the rebid by Sahara was apparently being done at the behest of some cricketers. Now, who could these people be, and is there any possibility at this point that these same cricketers could help open a channel of talks between the two sides?
It's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. In a few minutes from now, we'll get official confirmation of Star having won the bid, because you have to remember there weren't too many takers in the first place for those bids. There was Star, there was Vijay Mallya was reportedly to have picked up a tender document, so had Bharti, but finally it came down to a two-horse race, Sahara and Star. Those are the only two who turned up, and at the final moment, what BCCI did was disqualify Sahara. If there was a problem, let's just make it very clear, if there was a problem with Sahara in the first place, the BCCI could have very easily told Sahara when the bid document was given out to them, or later, that listen, you will not be allowed to bid, your bid will be disqualified, so therefore it doesn't make sense for you to actually make a bid, make a formal presentation. But no, what the BCCI did was call Sahara all the way to Chennai where this was taking place, and then told them at the final moment that your bid's been disqualified.
All right, so BCCI choosing Star over Sahara because of the old dispute over the IPL franchise Pune Warriors. We are seeing Sahara lose out on that bid to Star. Many thanks, Siddharth Kochar, for joining us with those details.